Hi everyone, welcome to week 5 of English 124, writing about literature. So, now we are going to write about short fiction, and basically I broke things up so that you have a checkpoint for your paper this week and then you'll have your full essay next week, so that I can look at the beginning couple paragraphs of your essay, the first 3 paragraphs, check it over, give you feedback, and kind of use the first 3 paragraphs of your essay like a first draft. The lecture for this week is called How to Do a Literary Analysis, and I want to note that in the lecture, I talk about how to use secondary sources. You are not going to use them for this project, but you are going to use them for other projects, so I want you to make sure that you watch that video to know how to do that for later on. It also has some tips for this paper, although really we've been practicing writing a literary argument for the last few weeks, so you should really kind of be ready for it. You can pick any of the short stories we've read so far, except for the ones from week 1. So I don't want you writing about Cathedral, Rose for Emily, or Little Match Girl. Little Match Girl really is too short. Cathedral and Rose for Emily, you've already seen some student essays on. So anything from weeks 2, 3, or 4, you can pick any of those stories. And the one thing that I want to tell you is that at this point, a lot of people tend to panic and they forget everything that we've talked about in terms of how to do an analysis and how to write a literary argument or interpretation. Please don't let that be you. You are looking at the most prominent theme in the story and then explain what the author's message is for readers based on that theme. And then your paper will focus on the literary elements that we've talked about so far. Characterization, conflict, narration and point of view, setting, symbolism, and things that were in my lectures like motif, irony, literary allusion, all of those types of things. So I gave you an example and then I provided an outline that you can follow if you want to try to organize your thoughts, but really make sure that you don't just summarize the story. You need strong topic sentences in each of your body paragraphs to show the literary elements that you're focusing on in that paragraph, and then you should have evidence, you should have analysis, and then you should have a transition to your next point or link back to your thesis showing how you just kind of proved your thesis in that paragraph. The biggest mistake I see people make with this project is that they summarize the story. I've read the stories. I know what happens, so you don't need to recap for me point A, B, C, D, etc. I don't need to just know what happened at the beginning, middle, and end. I need to know your interpretation and how the author used different literary elements and devices to build their theme and send a message to readers. So that's what I'm asking you to do this week, and I look forward to reading the first part of your essays. Thanks.